Hey everybody, Rodamon here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 101 of Blacklight Settlers. Quick recap of the goals. All the short-term goals since last week are done. Stockpiling plasteel will be an ongoing thing. I'm not sure I'm going to put it recurring though. It doesn't really need to be, but I did, however, start the reactor. So here we go. This is the start of the reactor raids. Such casual music for an event. I do have some tips, however. So first tip, let's go over them. Cardoza mentioned, I might want to send Phoebe to the hunting village to stay with Penguin as they are married. That's a fair point, so let me get that done. FEEB, there you are. Choose route, go down, south, and we're done. Alright, next tip. Gob is sleeping in the panic room. He sure is. Okay, he's not anymore. I'm fairly certain... maybe I'm out of beds. That very well could be the case. Yep, well, Gob, take this bed. I know, it's a bit more than you deserve, but the fact that I have no beds at the moment, and really, honestly, no room in my barracks, sort of points to that. In terms of numbers, I've got 49 on the home tile, if Vex counts, and then 51, and then... Okay, so we're almost pushing 60. Very close to pushing 60. Yes. I'm just thinking about what I need to do right before these reactors. We have a 15-day counter. Let's turn the time on. So one thing I wanted to do on the home tile is to get as many of... Yeah, we uninstalled a lot of those little turrets. And to get as many of those installed up north. So what I'm going to do is put these small turrets back. And we can lean on them if we need to. Meaning if a raid comes in, we can, you know, use those turrets. As for the poison ship, I'm just going to ignore it. It's honestly too far from my own base for it to ever matter. And... let's see. Midwinter Sun and Sumo LP mentioned that these two should be adjoined as Dano sits in the other one, and that makes sense. We'll just ignore that Vex moved on to Chris afterwards. Yes. Yes. Alright. Another tip mentioned was from Cardoza as well, that I could put the turrets in the kitchen to manage the Thrumbo in case it manhunts due to a taming attempt. I'm sure the Thrumbo will destroy the turrets, but at least it might give me a window of opportunity for escape. Maybe. Or maybe not. I'm not sure, but we'll try it, you know, because what could it hurt? And, cargo, pods, and a peace talk request. I really was expecting a big raid, as it generally happens when it freezes like that. Peace talks, fat chance. I really... So the thing with raids, I guess I should explain the raid mechanics, is you have a chance for any faction that you're hostile with to be a raider during the reactor raids. So if you befriend everyone but the pirates, you'll only get pirates and mechs. Pirates and mechs are very scary and a lot more difficult than, you know, a bunch of bad, stupid idiots, I guess. So it really benefits me to have tribals as enemies, I guess. Because tribals, I feel, are the easiest to beat. You know, they're just poorly armed and armored, swarmy and easy. Warg self-tamed, named Daphne. I mean, okay. Penguin needs to tame something. New lovers, Knack and Kritos. I always thought Kratos was a man, but I'd obviously be wrong about that. Phoebe. Get rid of that bed. Alright. Cool. My little romance prison. So, people were wondering why the romance prison didn't work. And I have no idea. Actually, in fact, the compatibility and attraction between Jarrett and Poppy was high enough that it should have, but, you know, luck can have it not benefit me, and it didn't. So that's okay. It does happen. So here is a raid relationship. Teeny amount of raiders. I'm almost insulted about how few they sent. But that's exactly why I have the outpost out here. In fact, I'm going to try to minimize my use of uranium. Because we do have, I don't know, we have 400 uranium, but I don't really want to go through it all that quickly. Come daybreak, oh, it is already daybreak for Luna. I am going to have her go to the hunting outpost and grab some more steel and bring it north. Because these guys up here need steel. And I'm using a whole bunch of steel back home. I am going to put her sarcophagus as a flammable material. I forget who had that idea, but not for disrespect. I feel like it should be wood, given that she would want it to be flammable. In fact, the marble pot will be wood as well. Furniture, wooden plant pot. The whole sarcophagus will be, I guess the floor won't be flammable, but whatever. Alright, this raid will kill themselves. I won't really need to do anything here. Bloodlust. I guess you could witness. And one more and they turn around. And now there's no one left. That there is how you do it. Area 1. Let's manage an area. Let's call this raid time. So, during raid time, I will restrict... Oh, I didn't see that person there. All the more reason to do some restrictions. I will restrict people to be inside the base and not in front of the turrets. As a safety precaution. I could really use a smelter. Let's stop bringing slag there. Ooh, but that is literally the worst place to put it. Alright, that's a little bit better. Bye-bye, Hornet. Leave those, actually. So we're going to need to floor this. Oh, stop. Why is time slowing down? Oh. There's more. Huh. Thought it was one group, but it was two. Alright, restrictions. Raid time. Luckily, she has a Masterwork shield belt, so as to not be a problem. Alright, she's not downrange now, so let her rip. Splat. Should make a splatting noise. Just a splat when you kill these guys. And this was their chief, presumably, given that he has more gear than the other ones. Ooh. Wolf, did you shoot her head off? Yep, you shot her head right off. Alright, conserve ammo. I don't really care about the remaining people. And restrictions are off. Voila. Additionally, let's go ahead and... Oh, is anyone on binges? I don't believe so. I don't see any green. So cancel load for all of these. I don't see any binges whatsoever. And then, so as to not have a negative meal, let's send some fine meals and... I really thought I had pemmican left. Maybe I don't. Perhaps I do not. Lavish. Load those up. A little bit of meal love. They do have a lot of tea. I don't want them to have any smoke leaf up here because... Oh, you know what? Cancel this load. Let's try this again. Lavish. Oh, well, they have... Whoever was tasked with moving it was tying it up. There we are. Fine, lavish, and then the rest of it will be steel. Okay, most of these turrets are all set. Luna, I need you to form caravan. LU. Ah, man. The problems of having so many people. And bring those guys with you. Then additionally, load that in and switch weapons. We'll give her a good assault rifle. Okay, Phoebe's heading south. Endelos and Penguin. Penguin, you now have Daphne. You're tasked with training her. In fact, let's create a new area. Call this kitchen, because it will be. Providing the providing the warg can survive the temperatures in here, it would help if the warg would just hang out in this kitchen and not leave. So let's see. Temperature -40. Oh, plenty, easy. Animals. Go to the kitchen. And that way, if the Thrumbo turns, I will at least have a warg to help as well. Okay, another raid. This is... So I had a little discussion with the patrons about whether there's even a point to vote on goals for this week. And the answer was basically no. Because there is just so many raids that are going to be happening. I'm not going to be able to focus on any new goals that are added. Alright, set owner. Penguin, Phoebe. And Phoebe, you are a cook. You also hunt, but you're a brawler, so never mind. Construct, research, okay. Animal handle, not going to have you do it because you're going to commit suicide. Just sort of hang out. Back to the message of this raid. Grey Slayers using sappers. Alright. I don't have... Oh. Wait a minute. Luna, I'm gonna send you on a little bit of a detour. I want Luna to bring a bunch of the turrets here for anti-sap defense. So I'm not going to have a whole lot of cover, but I have massive superior of arms. Alright, these pods are all set. So I had uninstalled all of the Killbox's turrets in hopes of Sergio. You are still sleeping? Holy moly. Alright. Camasia just built that. In hopes of sending a bunch of anti-sapping turrets up to the outpost. The ship outpost. So I'm gonna get that done. Good. Didn't land in the water. That's all I care about. That it won't spoil needlessly. Okay, some are going north. They're splitting. That's good for me. They're all meleeers, so this shouldn't be that tough. Alright, come on. If you're backing up, I'm moving forward. We may be few, but we are armed. Oh, you big wusses. Alright, they changed their mind. Fine. Oh, it's not in home area. That would do it. Oof. A bit of a lag spike there. I turned off auto-homing because sometimes, especially when you're doing like field medicine and the like, it just gets messy and paints a bunch of stupid things, so. Alright, Jiret, you're gonna replace the component. Really? They're coming around to my death trap? That is so cute. I'm just going to wait for them to come around to the death trap then. As it will be named. No, they can't decide what they're doing. These are the most indecisive raiders I've ever seen. They're like, up, left, right, left. You know what? They're trying to Hadouken me. That's what's going on. Your Hadouken won't work. I see through your attempt. Yeah, they're coming to the death trap. Alright, because there's more of them than usual, I will use uranium. One of the big things that you need to do when defending against these raids is to... I need more hospital beds. To drastically minimize the amount of damage that you take. Because you're not given a lot of time between fights to heal from wounds. Ah, man, they're tuned around. So it's important to minimize the amount of damage that you incur. Very, very important, in fact. Where are they? They don't even know what they're doing. I should just drop a boomerang on their heads. Maybe I will do that. That's not half bad idea. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Boomrat 7, I guess. And shells. I'll only put 2 shells. 5 shells is the first And some incendiaries. Why not? Kick it off, be a little fun. I like to be cheeky. Alright. You don't want to come and face me. You're gonna have to. I really mean that wholeheartedly. There's no way around avoiding me. Consume. So I got all the spare turrets, I think. Yeah, that wall isn't really load-bearing. Animals. Hello? One of you? Alright. Bummer. Really thought it would be the crowd. Alright, they're coming through this wall again. Kablam. Juret invites them to come through the wall. Well, he would, you know. These guys are so indecisive, it's hilarious. I'm just gonna have to hunt them, I think. I'm missing one. DQ. Where are you, buddy? Whoa, where are you? Oh, that's why I should zone restrict. Alright. These guys want to play all dumb-like. That's fine. I've never really seen a raid this stupid. I like how they're retreating into me. But as long as I can get some kills... Why? You want to go through this door? Okay, fine. You can try to get through the door. Trying to minimize friendly fire. Alright. I got hit once. And it's a bruise. Gonna rest immediately. Stupid raiders. Do I need lungs? I may. But also, I don't really want to deal with the negative moods that are incurred by organ harvesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restrict... I'm going to create one more zone here. No bodies. No, maybe I should call it corpses. No corpses. So the idea here is I want to minimize the exposure that my defenders have to dead bodies. So no corpses will be a zone where I think that people can be productive, but will not include dead bodies because the bloodlust people don't care about the dead bodies, but everyone else does. And I don't want to have my dear raiders, or my dear defenders, be stuck staring at dead bodies all the time. So, no corpses, no corpses, no corpses, no corpses. Juret and Nara are going to be unrestricted, because they don't care about corpses. They're bloodlust. Why are all of my plasteel doors going sour? And what I'll do is I'll add no corpses here as well. All right, Luna, have you left yet? No, but you're about to. Combat supplier, nice. I don't think I have any money, but I do have a lot of guns. Who's left here to trade? Lanka. So as much as I want the additional lungs and whatnot from those raiders, I'm not going to go for it. I think there's too high of a mood penalty. Alright, so Luna, I actually want you to enter the ship. She has turrets. And that will be anti-sapping turrets, which means that we will need to run power around the edge, which means that I need to move my chem fuel stockpile. It can't be near a power line. That's a recipe for disaster. Well, that's not the raid I thought it would be. There's a few cougars on the map. Mountain lions, whatever you want to call them. They need to die. Alright, one's down. And I might as just, well, preemptively get the other one. Potentially being hunted by cougars. Huskies join? No, I don't want huskies. Alright, animals to raid time. And a raid of Grayslayers. They're going to prepare a while. That's it? That's the whole raid? That's a joke. Oh, this is to the hunting outpost. Okay, that's not a joke. Who do we have here? We have Phoebe, Penguin, and Endelos. So we have two melees. Both with shield belts, so that's okay. Oh, and this is one big melee raid. This will be weird. Penguin, you need to go home. Hyena and Valentin. Let's not forget about the cougar that tried to murder us. Yes. I could probably get more steel from smelting, so I'll just sell the club. And that's probably true with all of their, all my steel weapons. Same with the auto pistols and stuff. If I'm getting $5 out of it, there's no point in selling it. Bolt actions for 16. I'll sell that. I'll sell the ones that give me at least a little money. Holding on to the miniguns and assault rifles and the like. I don't need this many frag grenades. I don't use them very often. Probably should use them more, to be honest, but you know, whatever. Okay, so that's what I can sell to them. What about what I can buy from them? I don't see that this combat supplier has anything that goes boom. So, also one of the problems with selling weapons, you get a terrible price for it. So for instance, take this good charge lance. This charge lance at market value is worth, let's call it 1,700. They're willing to pay 200. It is terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible to sell weapons. Whereas this armor is worth, let's call it 2 grand, and they're willing to buy it at about 50%, right? Or a little bit more than 50%. Whereas weapons, that's just not the case. Because if you mouse over it, you'll see weapons you sell at 20% of the value. Plus, because of my difficulty level, it lowers. Because I'm selling, it lowers. So I get a terrible, terrible price on weapons. Which is why I generally don't sell guns. I'm only selling the guns I'm selling because I have 0 steel, or silver rather, and I don't care. But normally I wouldn't. Oh, I have pump shotgun. We're gonna smelt those. Yeah, we're definitely gonna smelt those. Smelt weapon. Range for... Yeah, we're already queued up to smelt them. Cool. Okay, you got healed up. Luna's coming in. And then Penguin, I don't know why you're raiding the wrong base. The reactor is not here. Whatever. Nope, we already buried Vex. I didn't even see that. So if you're curious about the art, it's about her death. And now she shares a crypt with Dano. Let's go ahead and clear this snow in here. It was for a while unroofed until I fixed that, but there's still snow left, even though it's 32 degrees in there. So I don't know why that is a thing. And what I'm going to do is just forbid. I'm actually going to delete all of the zones underneath so it doesn't count as stockpile, so I don't accidentally sell them, and just forbid them. Wow, look at the swarm of people going to clean the snow. Respect. Okay, Luna and all the animals go to raid time. These huskies, they're both female. I'll train them. Do we have a handler? Oh yeah, Cupid's here, obviously. Cool. And then Luna. I'm gonna set these guys to all, just like eat whatever you want. Luna, you are going to get restricted to no corpses. Actually, hold on. You're going to haul these components and then get restricted. Wouldn't hurt to have pet wolves that helped to haul and the like. That'd be pretty helpful. At least they don't use swords when they do that. Alright, lavish meals, storage. Let's clear all and not store lavish meals in there anymore. And then bring our lavish meals down to 20. I don't really see using the romance prison anytime in the near future. Now that I'm staring at this, let's go ahead and install left. Ooh, you know what? If they're preparing a while, I really ought to use some explosives here. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. Come on, where's my shells? Here they are. 5 and 5. Keep dodging, buddy. Come on, stay around, stick around for the explosions. It didn't quite work. It did. Just barely, but it did. Cool. One of them down. Let's kind of a high price to pay for one, but whatever. It was fun, and that's all that matters. How's my steel here? My steel here is meh. Meh is the way I would describe it. Wow, you guys are just... Oh, 8 seconds left. I was going to say, you're bleeding out, taking a very long time, but 3, 2, 1, dead. Grey Slayers are beginning their assault. Cool. Endelos is the only one that has a ranged gun. Nice hit. I like how one is on Go Juice, meaning it gets to us so... Oh, bye-bye head. Gets to us so much more quickly. So they're not coming in as a big group, they're coming in one by one, which is literally the easiest way to kill raiders. Wildlife. Let's hunt the rhinos. I'm feeling spicy. Not that I have a lot of time. Nope. No muffalo. And only caribou and ibex. When they told me to get blue fur, and then they don't offer blue fur as a, or offer muffalo as a hunting target ever, it's like kind of annoying. All right, why am I draining the hell out of my batteries? Let me shut down some stuff. How's your addictions? Bad. Okay. Alright, we'll shut down some extra crap that doesn't need to be powered up. The whole romance prison can be shut down. It didn't work. Alright, I mean it did. We had like one relationship come from it. I only really built it because A, you voted for it, and B, Valentine's Day. I don't feel bad. I have no regrets. Once it's daytime and the solar panels fire back up, it'll be not a non-issue that I'm low on power. Speaking of power, I should put a beacon out here. Brainstorming how to put the beacon. I'm going to put a beacon here and power it. Let's see if I can't snake the power around trees so I don't have to cut down any trees for it. Well, at least it's a low psychic drone. Okay, Luna's in. So all these turrets here are going to be installed as sapper and anti-sapper defense. So if you have overlapping turrets, it will help to prevent sappers from sapping. Because the sappers will perceive the turrets that you've installed as defenses to go around and not through. That's sort of the idea there. So here the south wall will be all set. And what I do need to do is add in dead conduit so that we can keep the turrets off until we need them. Guess I can install that a little closer. Just trying to have it overlap as much as I can. Then this will have to be right in there, which is kind of annoying. It's where my door is, but whatever. It's the most efficient place for it. Food binge, okay. Some things I cannot control. And of course, we don't have enough turrets for full coverage, but even partial coverage is better than none. Let's make sure I moved my... Yeah, I did move my beacon back. I had that brief thought of, did I not? Roxigo, congratulations, you're frail. Alright. I could deal with that. Or actually, frail is not a spine thing. So let me not do that. I can't do anything about that unless I get offered Healer Mech Serum. And I almost certainly won't use it on frailty. Alright, Luna, is your mood up? Yes, you are. So let's get you and the Muffalo. Wow, they're all pregnant? Wow, Braveskin. My goodness, man. He is solely responsible for all those pregnancies. 5 meals and a whole lot of kibble. And let's actually bring everything that we don't need on this tile out. It's a whole lot of components. I think I'll leave the components, but the sandstone blocks will bring out. And the marble blocks. And... oh, yeah, Luna, right? I need to bring you. And we'll go home. And then from home, then we'll go south to the hunting outpost. To bring this steel somewhere where it is more useful. How many days in? I'm like 1 day in? Yeah. I feel pretty good though. Feeling pretty good. Alright, there's a little bit of medicine and silver in this corpse pile. Have Juret haul it. Alright, the whole south is now protected, which is pretty awesome. That's some pretty good coverage, if I do say so myself. These barrels should be reloaded, but it's not the highest of priorities. And that's all I have time for this episode, guys. So this was the day 1 of 15 days of reactor defense. Gone insanely smooth, I gotta say. So I had a question before I end. If you all have seen sappers behave in such a weird way where they go back and forth, let me know. I'm just curious if that was some weird pathing I threw out there because of the weird defense I have on my outpost or not. Additionally, probably no voting for goals this week, or really for the rest of this series, providing it goes well. Once I have the reactors defended, there will be a time when I need to construct the ship, so maybe we can vote on goals after the ship has been defended. We'll see. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for contributing, and I'll catch you all later. Adios.